Every design had a designer. The universe has highly complex design. Therefore, the universe had a designer. Imagine you're walking along in the woods and you find a watch on the ground. What do you conclude is the cause of that watch? The wind and the rain? Erosion? Some combination of natural forces? Of course not. There's absolutely no question in your mind that some intelligent being made that watch and that some unfortunate individual must have accidentally dropped it there. Scientists are now finding that the universe in which we live in is like that watch, except the universe is even more precisely designed than the watch. In fact, the universe is specifically tweaked to enable life on Earth, a planet with scores of improbable and interdependent conditions that make it a tiny oasis in a vast and hostile universe. These highly precise and interdependent environmental conditions, which are called anthropic constants, make up what is known as the anthropic principle. The anthropic principle is just a fancy title for the mounting evidence that has many scientists believing that the universe is extremely fine-tuned, designed to support human life here on Earth.
Anthropic constant 1, oxygen level. On Earth, oxygen comprises 21% of the atmosphere. The precise figure is an anthropic constant that makes life on Earth possible. If oxygen were 25%, fire would erupt spontaneously. If it were 15%, human beings would suffocate.
Anthropic constant 2, atmospheric transparency. The degree of transparency of the atmosphere is an anthropic constant. If the atmosphere were less transparent, not enough solar radiation would reach the Earth's surface. If it were more transparent, we would be bombarded with far too much solar radiation. In addition to atmospheric transparency, the atmospheric composition and precise levels of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and ozone are in themselves anthropic constants.
Anthropic constant 3, Moon-Earth gravitational interaction. This one regards the gravitational interaction that the Earth has with the Moon. If the interaction were greater than it currently is, tidal effects on the ocean's atmosphere and rotational period would be too severe. If it were less, orbital changes would cause climate instabilities. In either event, life on Earth would be impossible.
Anthropic constant 4, carbon dioxide level. This is another anthropic constant. If the CO2 level were higher than it is now, a runaway greenhouse effect would develop and we'd all burn up. If the level were lower than it is now, plants would not be able to maintain efficient photosynthesis and we'd all suffocate.
Anthropic constant 5, gravity. If the gravitational force were altered by 0.0000000000000000001%, our sun would not exist, and therefore neither would we. Talk about precision.
The extent of the universe's fine-tuning makes the anthropic principle perhaps the most powerful argument for the existence of God. It's not that there are just a few broadly defined constants that may have resulted by chance. No, there are more than 100 very narrowly defined constants that strongly point to the intelligent designer. There's no plausible explanation for the anthropic principle other than a cosmic designer. Atheists must take extreme measures to deny the obvious. When they dream up hypothetical theories that are not supported by any evidence, and in fact are actually impossible, they have left the realm of reason and our rationality and entered into the realm of blind faith. Christians have good reason based on observation, such as the anthropic principle for believing what they believe. Atheists don't. That's why we don't have enough faith to be atheists.